What's happening, chess fans? Welcome to Net Chess and Chill. Today is episode number 267 on my journey to 1800 ELO. So, if you guys enjoy my content, please like, subscribe, comment. Let me know how your day is going, what the weather's like, and yeah, let's get into today's game. All right, scene switch, get some tunes on, and yeah, let's see who we're playing today. So I'm feeling a little groggy this morning. We're playing a 1378 from Croatia. It's pretty cool. We have the white pieces. It might be a London today, guys. I don't know. I haven't gotten very comfortable with the Queen's Gambit style positions. So we're going to go for it. It looks like he might play a King's Indian, which in that case, he might throw me off. He might not play the King's Indian, and then we'll be in kind of a Joe Baba London style setup. So that is the case. I can pin the knight. This isn't what I thought it was going to be. This is just kind of an Indian game. He hasn't fianchettoed or anything yet. If I take here, he takes, and I'll need to back my bishop up or come over here. Right now, I could straight away just pin the knight. That's also a way to play. So backing up or moving to pin the knight or to take is basically what I'm thinking. I think we'll take, and if he takes back, we'll probably pin the knight. Yeah, I think we will pin the knight. And I just want to resume normal development here. Alright, so does he have any tactics right now? If he takes this, I take, he recaptures, and then I just recapture, so that doesn't work or anything. Could develop my bishop out right now, which is kind of something I want to do so I can get castled. Yeah, I kind of like this move because it just makes my bishop active. So I'm going to put my bishop out here. Hopefully I'm not falling for anything kind of silly. He can start to try and build pressure on my e4 pawn. But I think we're okay. So if he does this and I take here, he could take here. I'd take. Might be a little bit of a tactic there. So I can back up here now and actually probably win this pawn. So I am gonna do that. Double check that's what I want to do. Yeah, I think I will do that to just try and put a lot of pressure on the pawn. He goes to defend it, which is fine. So he's got two defenders. I have two attackers. But his knight is over here, which is kind of funny. Maybe a move like h3, especially if he just moves the knight here. So he's attacking my my knight, right? Recapturing with the queen. If I take, he gets his queen in, so I don't think we want that. But he's trying to remove a defender or an attacker from this pawn, which is fair. So I could do something like this to attack his bishop, which I kind of like. So if I go here, he goes here, I'd recapture. Just chasing down the dark squared bishop. This is pretty loose right now. I am gonna chase down the dark squared bishop. This might be maybe a little wild, but I'm gonna go for it. So he obviously calculated this, so maybe it doesn't work. Put the rook on d1. We're threatening this. I mean, it's not a huge threat because he's just gonna recapture in the center of the board, but he could move the bishop. So looks like he might want to try and recapture with the queen. Also looks like he wants to bring a bishop here. I could play a move like h3 to just avoid all of that. I could take here. There's two different ways to capture. I think capturing with the pawn is better. But what do I know? This pawn is kind of loose. So if I take this, what am I afraid of? This move? I guess I'm not afraid, so I'm gonna take his dark squared bishop. We have a bishop pair now. He can take with the queen or the pawn. If he takes with the queen, perhaps I do something like this. Alright, I think we want to do that anyways, and right now this is hanging, this pawn. Okay, now it's not. Now it is not. So I could plant my bishop here. It looks like he would probably try and trade it off. Looks like he is maybe threatening something like this, so I'm gonna go ahead and play a move like h3 to try and just avoid having a bishop or a knight come to this square. It also gives my bishop a place to run if it needs to, I guess. But I want to do this next and threaten to get in. That would weaken this pawn, however. Alright, so he's attacking my light squared bishop. I could reroute. I could take. If I do this, he takes, I take. I don't really want that either. If I move my queen over to d3, we have takes, takes. I could just go somewhere like here, which is pretty passive. Could also drop all the way down to like e2. He's threatening this pawn, so I don't think I want to give up the pawn. We'll take the bishop, which is kind of okay. So now he's got discoveries on my queen, which we do not want to allow. But I was thinking about bringing my queen over here. He brings a rook over to the file. I will play queen d3. So that hangs a pawn. But I also think I should take, so ooh, now it's not hanging, but so if I do this, he's just planning on doing that. Can't take this. Could play a move like this. I think bringing the rook to the file is a good idea, and if he does play this, I have ideas of bringing my queen here. If he does play that, it opens up my bishop, so I could play queen to b5. I could also play just queen to d4 if he pushes. Play queen to b3, which is also a move. He's just going to push. Alright, so like I said, that opens up my dark squared bishop now, which is kind of cool. I like a move like this because it kind of pins the pawn to the king. So I'm going to do it. It also puts pressure on this. I can't take it. I mean, his queen defends it, but our dark squared bishop has a lot of scope now. I could play a move like this and he can't take. This. And he pushes. I could take then. So he's been playing pretty quick. I've about 9 minutes. He's got a little over 13. Finally got him thinking a little bit, but he's been playing pretty quick. And he is basically 100 points higher rated than me. It'd be really nice to win this game. It would get us back up close to that 1300 mark like we're trying to get. But the good thing is he's so much higher rated than me that if we lose, we only lose like 6 points. So I think we could win this game. I mean, it seems... we have a bishop versus knight. But other than that, it seems relatively equal. Black might be a little better just because of the central control and the pawns. But like once he brings his rooks to the center, you know, he's got pretty powerful setup. I could start playing moves like this to undermine this, which is probably a bit better. Yeah, I kind of like c4, and if he pushes, I mean, I can always just take, right? If he brings a rook here, then we have a little more of a discussion, but... yeah, I kind of like c4. I like it more than I like f3 because it's just not a pawn around my king. I like having this pawn, at least right now. Actually, and now that I look at it, he can't actually push the pawn. So I guess he saw me doing something like this. So now if I pushed c4, he could just take. He could take with the rook too, which was probably maybe better. Check. Check. He's got to move the king, and then I have a move like this. So we'd sack the rook. He would take, I would take with check. He could block. Yeah, if he blocked, I wouldn't like that as much. So, I don't know if we want to do that. c4, he just takes. Let's look at the f3 plan. If I play f3, he can't push because I could just take. If I play f3, he can't take because his queen is pinned. So then we'd be taking. He'd probably take with the knight. Ooh, he can't take with the knight. He'd have to take with... ooh, he couldn't do that. So I like it. It's kind of a weakening move. He doesn't have a dark squared bishop to attack me. So this is what I'm going for. So we're undermining this pawn since we can't, you know, I liked c4 better, but he brought a rook here. I also thought the rook coming here would have kind of stopped that idea. So now we're undermining this pawn on e4 instead, which, like I said, I think if I take, he can't take with the pawn. If I take and he takes with the knight, we have this. So... maybe moving the king right now is a good move for him. So he is putting pressure on this pawn. So right now, if I take... yeah, the whole situation has changed now. If I take... he can take with the pawn. He's threatening this pawn. He did relinquish this pawn. So if I took, he takes. It's kind of wild. He's got double my time. I'm worried about the clock. Oh, I'm in check. That sucks. I didn't notice that. After all that time, I did not notice that I was in check. Well, I like this. It looks like we're going to lose a pawn. But I could take this pawn. I guess he could take here right now. No, he can't. He's got to move his queen. I'm getting a little ahead of myself. That threw me off. I didn't realize that I was in check, so. Takes. He can't take back. Takes. Takes. Takes, 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 takes back. We're down a pawn there. If I take here, what does he do? If I take here and he takes here, if I take here, I think trading the queen is a move for sure, but I'm not a huge fan of it, but it would make the position a lot simpler. So I'm gonna do the queen trade. I'm down a pawn, but my idea is this: to protect the pawn and to potentially just take the knight out of the game, and I can lock the I can also lock the rook out of the game, at least for a little bit. Okay, so he's messing up the pawns around my king, which is fair. We'll take back. I have a pretty weak king right now, but Okay, looks like he wants to get in here. Or even here. Or he's just opening up the line for the rook to get in, which I don't know if we want to allow that or not. Seems like probably not. So I'm going to protect the pawn. If he does this, I'll just move forward. He does have a hanging pawn. But that would hang my pawn. So if I do this and he just jumps in with check, it's kind of annoying. Hits this. I don't have too much else, and it would allow my king to walk forward, so we'll try it. Feel like I'm getting a little outplayed in this game, but it's good for us to learn. This is I mean, these are the best kind of games for me. They really help me out, and we've been kind of on the back foot since even the opening. I thought he was going to play kind of a King's Indian, and he did not, and I don't play the Jobava London. I play the regular London, so he got me into lines just out of the opening that I basically never get into. We have far less time than our opponent on the clock, which is rather upsetting. So if he goes here, got to move the king. I can just go forward, I think. If he takes, I take. No, if he takes that, I could take the rook, but I think taking. So if he does this, king forward, and he takes that, takes, takes, takes. That wouldn't work. I would be down material. Yeah, I would have to take here. So yeah, if he does this, king forward, if he takes the bishop, we'll take with the rook. Yeah, if he takes this, I can't take this because he can recapture with the knight. So I like this move. It what is he gonna play next? No, I don't, because it loses defense of this. If I do this, he takes, 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 takes. If I do this, takes, takes. So he can't do that. I don't have a lot of time, so I need to play faster. I'm trying to calculate, but it's kind of hard. Also, pawn here. If he pushes, I could do this. It's getting scary. If he pushes, I play this. He takes. I take. No, I think if he pushes, we just take. I don't really want to trade pieces, I don't think, because I'm I'm down a pawn, but this guy's kind of locked in here now. I'm threatening to probably play this move. He takes, I take. He's got a move then. This would be a check. This would be a double attack on the pawn. Those are the only two squares he can really go to. I mean, I guess he could come here attacking this pawn. We would probably just push it. Fair enough. So if I just push, what is he trying to do? If I come here, what is he gonna do? Take there, I take. If I do this and he just stays there. So this, then he takes that. Is that the idea? It does work. I mean, he gets another pawn out of it. If I go here, he takes, I take, he goes here. Yeah, I don't know. I'm getting outplayed, so he's got this pretty down packed. I won't pre-move. I'm down on time, but if he takes the rook, I need to take. So he's going to take here now. I can come back. So he's up 2 pawns in an endgame. I mean, we have pieces on the board still, but so I'm trying to win the pawn back right now. He's got this move. If he goes here, I can't go forward because they'll just do this. If he goes here, I'll need to probably backstep. Yep. So if I go here, he goes here. step back. If I go here, he probably just goes back. Actually, no, if I go here, yeah, he goes back. If I go here, he just goes back. If I go here, boom, boom. We'll just be annoying. I don't know. I'll go back and forth and repeat once, I guess. So he's gonna play this. So can't do this. Could come back. I guess I can do this. This doesn't really achieve anything. This is getting tough. So if I go here, he goes here. That's a fork, so can't do that. But I can walk in here. Be cool if I could win that, but doesn't seem to be the case. If I move king here, what does he have? Move my rook here. Trying to win this pawn. Knights are very tricky. I have 30 seconds. He's got 4.5 minutes. We're trying. I'm trying to hang on. Sorry I keep leaning forward. Hopefully I get my glasses here soon. They're supposed to be coming in maybe this coming week or next week. So that'll help me see the board. I feel like I've been blind for the past like 2-3 months. And I have been kind of a little bit because I haven't had glasses in 2-3 months. So I want to come here, I guess. I don't know. If I take, what does he have? He's got this. No, he doesn't have that. I don't know. I'm gonna just move my rook here. I don't know. Oh man. All right. GG's. GG's. Let's look at his account. I don't think I've ever played him before. He's a good player. Yeah. Well, we tried. 79.3% played by us, 85.4% by him. I mean, we tried. We played what we thought was a solid game, but he got me kind of out of the opening just immediately. So the best thing to do in this position was to drop the bishop back. Never played like this before, so he definitely was victorious with that in mind. And black is just slightly better for a lot of this game. So this was a big mistake, and I kind of realized it quickly. I should have taken and let his queen get in. I mean, we're equal here. He didn't play the best moves in that position, but this is still... he's got these center pawns. It is super annoying to play against. Yeah, we just didn't find a lot of the right moves. So I had some tactics that I was trying here. It didn't really work. The best move in this position was to pin the knight. That makes a whole lot of sense. We could even threaten to take and then do this. I don't know why I didn't force this more, but that makes way more sense than whatever the heck I was doing. So here the best move is to actually take. And if he takes like this, we can actually take. If he takes my queen here, yeah, I don't know. I was calculating some of this, but I might not have gone far enough. The best move here was to take for sure again. I kind of set myself up with this, and it ended up giving me a really bad pawn structure, and I didn't know what to do about it. Threatening the rook is the way to go. Yeah, he's running out of squares. I mean, if he goes here, we could just back up. Yikes. Yeah, this was tough on me. I missed a lot of things. So, yeah, sliding the king over this way was better than here. I kind of didn't do enough calculation with any other line there. It was a mistake to move the bishop. Again, I should be doing this because he's got to do something like this to break it. Takes. No, we wouldn't take there. Yeah, I mean, it's still a lot better for black here. I didn't know what to do here, but apparently there's a tactic, and that is this, just right away. I kind of was a little slow with it. He could just play G5 works. But I think we would still take, and if he takes with the rook, we take this way. If he takes with the pawn, we'd have to move our king forward or something, but I think he would take with the rook. So I didn't know what to do in this position. I felt like we were definitely losing, and we are. I tried. He got some tactics on me. I didn't know exactly what I should be doing here, but I missed the whole. My king has to take because my bishop hangs, so had to take with either the bishop or with the king. I liked my bishop here, so I probably in the game would have taken with my king had I not been freaking out about my time. But yep, that's the game. We played like a 1500. He played like a 1700. It was a pretty good game by both of us. I missed some things, but this is a good game for me to like learn from. I like games like this, so I'll probably do a little more deep dive in this analysis and maybe even study it this coming Wednesday with my chess coach. So hope you guys enjoyed today's video. I always enjoy giving you guys some content. It's always fun. I was getting close to that 1300 mark, but we've been kind of on like a 3-game losing streak now, so it is what it is. It's all part of the journey. So like I said, hope you guys enjoyed. I will catch you guys next time. See you tomorrow.